Hello everybody, I'm Jeremy Rorty.
I'm Joshua Rorty with the Tai Chi Twins. Welcome to another episode of Dojo Games. One of the challenges you face in martial arts is training the timing and accuracy to hit a moving target. Sparring's a really good way of doing that, but there's always the risk that while you're sparring, somebody could get hurt, even if it's just a minor injury. So we set out the task of trying to figure out what is a way that we can train that same skill without the risk of injury.
And they were walking through a local department store and we noticed these little round rubber balls, and we noticed that they were about the size of the targets that we would use in sparring, like the size of the head, the chest, the stomach. So that met the parameters of size, and then it's also lightweight, so if you throw it really hard, then it's not really going to hurt anybody. But the fact is, the ball isn't perfectly round. It is oddly shaped. So if you do throw it really hard, it's going to go weird directions and it's not going to throw the way you wanted it to. Also, the fact that it's not evenly shaped means when it hits the ground, sometimes it's going to bounce in an odd direction. And this is going to make you have to improvise your combos on the spot.
So with that, let's show you a couple of the games that we came up with to help train your striking skills. When we were kids, wall ball was one of our favorite playground games. Karate wall ball mixes the excitement of wall ball with the thrills of dodgeball. Wall ball is a great way to train your combos by yourself. When the ball bounces to the left, use the left side of your body. When the ball bounces to the right, use the right side of your body. If the target is high, use your hands. If the target is low, use your feet. If you miss the ball and it passes you, you're out. This exercise helps you track a moving target while helping you build combos in the spur of the moment. This is only a competition against yourself, so don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Try different combos and different techniques that you've learned in your training. You can also add defensive strategies by incorporating dodgeball rules. If you get hit by the ball, you're out. The ball gets faster as you get closer to the wall. You can also challenge yourself by using only your hands or only your feet. The game is even more fun if you have somebody to play against. In the same way that karate isn't limited to using just your hands, you can also use any part of your body to hit the ball. Just don't pick it up. You can also hit the ball multiple times using your combos. Your opponent doesn't take their turn until the ball hits the wall. In karate, you don't need a bunch of rules. So in this case, you don't have to worry about bullets, crackies, or even counting the number of bounces. You can, however, count bounces for the more advanced players. In this case, you get one bounce to the wall and one bounce after the ball hits the wall. There are only a few rules in karate. One is to hit your target, in this case the wall. If you miss the wall, you're out. Also, if you miss the ball and it makes it past you, you're out. That sneaky little ninja. Another karate rule is to not get hit. If you get hit by the ball, either after you hit it, or maybe your opponent aimed the ball at you, you're out. You can increase the chaos by adding more balls. Karate ball is basically the same game, but instead of hitting your ball to the wall, you're hitting it to an opponent. For karate ball, divide the field into two halves. The players try to hit the ball inside the opposite team's field and pass their opponent's back line. A rolling ball counts as one continuous bounce if you're counting bounces. If you miss the ball and it makes it past your back line, or if you're hit by the ball, you're either out or your opponent gets a point. If you hit the ball past the sideline or it doesn't bounce in the field, you're out or your opponent gets control of the ball. Either the next challenger or the team that didn't score will start with the ball. You can apply the same rules to an old school playground game and create Karate Foursquare. Divide the field into 4 squares. The goal is to bounce the ball into another player's field and past one of their outside lines. If you hit the ball and it doesn't bounce on an opponent's field, you're out. If you're counting bounces, a roll counts as one bounce. If you cross the line and step into an opponent's field, you're out. You can also hit another player with the ball to make them out. Just be careful, because if they dodge it or you miss and it doesn't bounce on their square, you're out. Just remember, win or lose, you get bragging rights for pulling off special moves. The rules for ball in the middle are in the name of the game. Starting with one ball, the players surround the field and try to keep the ball in the middle. If the ball leaves the field, everyone does 5 push-ups. If a player hit the ball too hard, or if they were sleeping and missed the ball, that player does an additional 5 push-ups. If they can keep the ball in the middle, add another one. If all the balls leave the field, everyone has to do 5 push-ups. Keep adding balls to add to the chaos. Popcorn is similar to ball in the middle, except for you can't let the ball touch the ground. It will help to contain the action if you set up a field to play in. Count how many times the players can pop up the ball without it touching the ground or leaving the field. As an advanced rule, each player can only hit the ball once. That's a few of our striking games. If you have any ideas of variations, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and share it with your friends. Also, make sure you're subscribed so you can catch the next exciting episode of Dojo Games.